Engineering Book Club Summer Edition.
Great.
So, Jose, I thought this could be a good moment to just suggest to each other some books for this summer. So,
Yeah, summer is the perfect time to read something different, something that inspire you to learn different things.
I have one book for you.
Okay, okay. Tell me.
The,
I'm eager.
the Cultural Map.
Okay, okay. The cultural map. The cultural map means cultural at the level of world.
It's a book that basically covers everything that you need to understand to work, to interact with people from different cultures. And I read in a moment where I was working for a company from United States with offices everywhere in the world, with offices in Dublin, in Germany. I'm originally from Spain. I was living in Germany. So it was a mix of cultures around me. And I thought I need to read more about different cultures.
Okay, so you mean that the book, in the context of work, you get kind of how to identify the different cultures or how to work with the different cultures?
Yeah, it's more about like not only it's about working with people from different cultures, and it's not only about working environment related, but that's the interesting part of the book, that also explain the things with the history. So then you understand the whys of why some behaviors in specific cultures are really common, and the reason of those things.
So you mean that whenever you need to interact with people from China, for example, you try to understand more so that you know why some of their behaviors, for example, is kind of this kind of culture?
Correct. So it's just basically you need to give feedback to someone from East country, or someone from the US, or someone from a Nordic country, or you need to give some instructions. So maybe you as a manager work with someone that is from another culture. So all these kind of behavior you need to understand if you need to work with them.
Okay.
The whys. And
right. So it can be useful for people managing other people, but also for people that work with other people as a partnership.
Correct. It's not only you are managing people, maybe you are not managing, but your manager is from another country. And then you need to understand why your manager asks you for specific things in a specific way, and how to understand such things, why things happen in that way.
Okay, interesting. So for example, in my case, I work from people from Germany, Spain, Russia, what else? I don't remember my team. I'm in holidays, that's the reason I don't remember my team. So of course, and in Hong Kong, I've got a lot of French people, and French people that live in Hong Kong, so a lot of mixture of people, and I guess this book can give you a perspective on how to interact with these people, especially, I guess, cultures that are very different from the Western culture, I could say, right? That could be, for example, people from Asia. To me, every time that I work with people from Asia, for example, or even Russia, it's not Asia, but yeah, it's difficult to cope with their behavior sometimes. For me, it's like, oh, why this? So the book helps you to map this kind of behaviors?
Correct, and also explain you with the history, which is the most interesting part. So then it creates kind of like a group of countries, and then, for example, countries that come from Roman Empire, or maybe from the Vikings, and then why Vikings and maybe people from Nordic countries or from other countries understand the hierarchies in different ways. Like, for example, in the Roman Empire, people were wearing different clothes if you are part of different layers of the society.
Okay.
Like, just to make clear that you just are in one specific layer of the society and not in the other one. So then these things are kind of still reflected in nowadays, that people maybe from those countries are expecting the hierarchies to be really well defined, when maybe Nordic countries are kind of expecting more flat hierarchies.
Flat hierarchies. Okay.
So then it's important when you are just giving feedback to someone, or maybe you are kind of giving some instruction or working with them as a manager, and maybe expecting that someone from the Nordic country will probably challenge more your kind of your distractions or your,
Okay.
I mean,
Or hierarchy, for example.
indications.
Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And if you think it's a good read for the summer, I mean, it's light. Is a light read or is heavy metal?
That's what I think is just good for some. It's like it's not a technical book. It's a book that you can listen to it as an audiobook. You can also just read in a Kindle, or you can just read in any format. Like there is not like you need to be taking notes if you don't want. Like it's mostly easy read to read in the beach, enjoying with some drinks, or maybe here and there in the airplane.
Okay, and I guess that's something that you can even share with your teammates because, hey, I know now that you can. I know now that you do this thing because I read that there. So that's kind of interesting. Hey, thank you. I've got as well a book for you.
Tell me more.
Do you work out?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. The last months I have been listening to a book all the time because I listen to books all the time, and the book that I needed some kind of motivation. And this book, I do not remember where I get the recommendation from, but it's a book that I kind of fits with me right now very well.
But 1 second, it's summer, working out. Explain me a little bit more. It's not. I don't know if it's suiting this combination of those.
Okay,
of
you know,
these.
one thing that happened in summer is that you are low in motivation because you are tired of the whole year working, so you're low in motivation. So that's the reason probably why this book was fitting to me so well now. The book is called The Little Black Book of Workout Motivation. And it's a very thin book, it's a very short. I mean, I listened to it and it's about 4 or 5 hours, something like this. So it's a book that you can listen several times. And the message is very straightforward. The message I can summarize in just do the work. Just do the work. I mean, stop thinking, planning, just do the work. Do the work that you don't want to do. Do the work, stop planning. And that kind of resonates with me a lot because it's like, you know, sometimes that you are kind of planning things but not doing it because, oh, first I need a little bit more of information, and instead of doing it, the book is kind of stop you in the tracks and said, just stop this and do the work.
Remind me that's kind of people that really enjoy more planning than doing.
Correct. Managers, you mean? Yeah, exactly. And I think it's a very fantastic read if you are low in motivation. And the good thing about the book as well is that when you look at the title, you read the title, and you think it's about workout, it's about going to the gym. But the thing is that it uses the gym as a metaphor for real life.
It's like you can kind of use in other environments, not only to work out in the gym, right?
Of course. In fact, he talks a lot about workout in the gym, but he also said several times, but that's the same in real life. So the workout on the gym is a motivation for real life. In fact, there is a couple of concepts that I like it very much. It's like, one of the concepts is you cannot fake being fit. I mean, it doesn't matter the money you have. It doesn't matter the time you have. It doesn't matter the handsome you are. Being fit can only be achieved by working out. So work out. Stop doing things, work out. And if you think like, if you have a project and you want this project to be live, just do the work. There is no escape. Nobody is gonna do it for you. Do the work. And I like that concept. I like that pushing you to the next level, doing the work. And yeah, I think it's a great book. By the way, there is a chapter that he talks about Arnold Schwarzenegger and tell the whole story of that man. And it's impressive. And I enjoyed that story. So, by the way, it's a short book, but there's small stories around the book.
Okay.
I
I really like when the books also connect, like kind of people, like biographies. I mean, like
correct.
Real history is not only just someone that decided that this is the only way to do that, not explaining why you think is that the way.
Yeah, exactly. He talks, in the book, he talks as well about Leonardo da Vinci. He talks about, I don't know, I don't remember the names now, but many people that are kind of, has been important in history, and it happens to be that working out hard for them was the way to achieve mastery in whatever they want, whatever they were doing. So yeah, I think if you want to have more motivation for for this end of year, reading a book like this can help. It helped me at least. so
Okay.
yeah, good.
Adding another book more for my reading list.
Another one. By the way, how's your reading list right now? It's long for this year, or
I do prefer to don't go and look into this to this list
yeah, there is.
because keeps growing, and
Exactly. Yeah, I understand that feeling. I have a couple of books that I want to read next, but I'm reading a book in French now, and that's my French book. I always read a book in French every year, and I got a recommendation from a friend, and I'm reading this book in French. By the way, my language is not French, so I'm very slow reading that book, but that's gonna be also my read for summer. But this French book will be, yeah. So that's it. Hey, thank you for the recommendation.
thank you so much.